Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today's video is going to be a super quick and easy tutorial on this hairstyle right here. It's basically a sleek curly ponytail for when you basically want a sleek curly ponytail, or you've kind of got like a little bit of dirty hair and you can't be bothered to wash it but you still want to look put together. This is a perfect hairstyle for that. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching this video, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel while you're here, I would really appreciate that. And then yeah, we're just going to get on with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my hair out of this bun that it's been in for probably longer than I would like to admit, and I'm just going to give my hair a brush through. My favourite brush to use is the Tangle Teaser. It's actually a wet brush, so it's made for when your hair is wet or when you've got conditioner in your hair, but I like to use it basically all of the time because it's got really nice soft bristles, so I feel like it doesn't damage your hair and it still gets all of the knots out. So my hair is pretty well, it's not like clean right now, like I washed it quite a few days ago, so we're probably on day, hang on, what day are we? Friday. We're probably on like day 4 to be honest, so it is looking pretty slick at the minute if I say so. But at this point, this is when I would start usually doing these kind of hairstyles. This would not work in, well, it would work, but it wouldn't work as well in freshly washed hair or like second day hair. I feel like that's when your hair's best down, like curly and styled. I feel like this kind of hairstyle is best for when your hair gets to like this kind of stage and you don't really want to wash it. So you've got to kind of find other ways to wear it, other ways to style it, and I feel like this works perfectly for that. So once all the knots are out, I'm just going to start brushing it up into a ponytail. You want like a really tight elastic for this because you basically want to give yourself a facelift. So I just take it all up to the back, and then I'm going to use the Tangle Teaser as a first brush just to brush it all into the ponytail. You want to make sure you get underneath as well. Okay, and once you feel like that's all brushed back, the next thing I do is go in with a smoothing brush, and this is a smoothing brush that's got like smoothing bristles on the outside and then like hard bristles on the inside, so I feel like this is perfect for actually brushing and smoothing at the same time, if that makes sense. So I just use this to go over all the pieces of hair and make sure that it's really all in there. This is a little bit of a workout as well as a hairstyle because my arms hurt already, to be honest. So obviously it depends how sleek you want it. I like it like super flat to my head. Obviously if you didn't want all of the, use all the gels and things, you could just do like a bit of a lumpy, more natural ponytail, I guess. So once that is all slicked back, I kind of go about that height. I'm just going to take my hair tie and tie it around. I'm going to try and go for, no, I'm just going to get it 3 times. And then just tighten, like so. If you can get it round more than 3 times, like however many times you can get it round to get it super tight, then go for it. I tried a 4th there, but I wasn't going to make it, so 3 times we'll have to do. Then the next thing I'm going to do is go in and start to curl the ponytail. So the curling one that I'm going to use is the Mark Hill Pick and Mix wand. So this barrel basically comes out and you buy the wand and then you buy all of the heads separately. So this one is called, let me check, it's the medium curl barrel. So that's what this one's called. So I think these are about £15 all the different heads. There's a bunch of them, there's like 10, and then you just obviously have to pay for the one, the handle once. And then they just slot in like so, and then you just lock it in place. And I'm just going to switch that on and let that heat up for a minute or so. Once the wand is hot, basically all you want to do is section the ponytail and start curling it. And this is obviously going to take a lot less time than if you had your hair down, where you've got to curl basically all the way from the top. You've got to get all the pieces, like that's a lot less hair than you would have if your entire head was down. So I'm probably going to take sections about, tiny bit smaller, about that big. So I'm probably going to section this whole thing into maybe like 6 or 7 curls, so it's really not going to take that long. So then you just want to take your wand and be careful not to burn yourself because these things get so hot. I would usually use a heat glove, but truthfully I can't be bothered to get it. So you just want to put the wand behind your head, behind your hair, sorry, and just curl all the way around and hold for about 15 seconds maybe. So then once you've held that on there, this is going to be hot, so be careful, but just basically catch the curl, and then you want to hold it for about 10 seconds just until it cools a tiny little bit. Obviously if you've got longer you can totally like pin the curls, or you could stand and hold the curl till it completely cools, but I'm lazy, I can't be bothered. I just want to hold it until it's not red hot, and then I'll let it drop. Just like that. And then you just want to repeat all the way along the ponytail. So I'm taking the next section, again put the curling one behind the ponytail, wrap it all the way along, and then just hold. And then just again catch the curl and let it cool in your hand. So then you just want to repeat that on basically all the sections of hair. And honestly at this point I feel like this is actually a workout. This left arm is killing me. I've only done 3 curls. I guess because you've got a ponytail and you've got to hold it higher, whereas if you were curling your hair would obviously be like longer, so it would be lower down, but we move. So that is all of the hair curled, so I probably split that into maybe like 7 or 8 different curls, and then I held each curl for maybe 10-15 seconds, and now I'm just going to let the whole thing cool while I work on like the front section of the head, and then we'll go back to the curls at the end. So the next thing that I like to do is take my other smoothing brush, that extra that I need, 2 smoothing brushes, and I like to take my Got To Be Got To Be Ultra Glued Styling Gel, and I like to put a little bit of this just on the brush. So really not much at all, just kind of that much, if you can see, just on the end, and then I'm just going to take that and start brushing back over through the ponytail. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more, and then same on the other side, like just brush and really smooth all of the hairs back. Like that. The next thing I do is I take the same glue and I take it on a small little like eyelash wand. So I'm just going to literally squeeze it out, and I just like dip it into the end. Again, you really don't need loads. And then I like to do this just on the sides here where you get these little flyaways, and then also I like to like lay my edges down a little bit. So I'm just gonna like literally brush that back like that and get it right down at the ear, and just tuck all of those hairs behind. And then again the same on the other side. You can see the difference, that's neat and that's like a little bit messy still. Just literally going to push the hairs back and then just tuck them behind the ear. Like that. And then next, more glue. I keep calling it glue, it's just gel. But again, on the end of the little wand, and I just kind of brush. Can you see all these like baby hairs? That they are kind of pushed back into the ponytail, but I just kind of like to tidy them a little bit more, so I just kind of brush them down like that and then swoop them into the ponytail. Be careful if you've got makeup on that you don't like take all of your makeup off. You can just see how that just looks a little bit neater on that side. So again, just the exact same on the other side. And you can kind of get these baby hairs at the top as well, and just swoop them to either side. I have a lot of baby hairs as well. Like if you don't have as many baby hairs as me, this step might not take you as long, but I just kind of play around with it until I get them in a position that I like. The main action that you want to do is kind of like down and round. You want to be pulling them down onto your face, but then always swooping it back into the ponytail. Okay, so once you're happy with how that is looking, the next thing I like to do is go in with a little bit of the Mark Hill Tame polish, and I just kind of use this to get any areas that I've missed, or like little bits on the ponytail if there's like little flyaways. I don't like to use gel at the back half because then I feel like your whole head can look a little bit greasy, so I tend to use this, which is a little bit more matte on the hair, if that makes sense. So it's like a little, like a putty consistency, like a sticky putty, and I just kind of rub it between my fingers, and then I'll just like go over the ponytail, at the top of the ponytail, to make sure it's flat and there's no flyaways, and then I'll just like do a little bit at the back, and just kind of anywhere that looks like it's looking a little bit messy. If you've got kind of flyaways underneath at the back, you can get them. Okay, so once you're happy with how kind of the head part of the ponytail is looking, the last thing to do is to address the actual ponytail. So I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and I'm just going to brush through the curls very, very gently. Don't pull, because then you're basically going to pull your ponytail out. So what I like to do is hold the ponytail at the top really tightly to make sure it's secure, and then that way you're only brushing the end and you're not actually pulling on the ponytail. So just brush that through, and then you can hit it on either side. So, and then at this point, if you want to do a little bit of hairspray to kind of get that extra hold, you can. I literally do a tiny bit because we've already got basically 2 different gels on. So I just do a little bit on the actual ponytail and not so much on the top. Like I do a little bit just above and let it kind of marinate, but I'm more hairspray at the actual ponytail. So that is the ponytail done, and this is the point where if you wanted to add any like clips or scrunchies or anything like that to make it a little bit more fun, that you could. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to add a scrunchie or anything. I'm just going to conceal the bobble with my hair. So all I'm going to do is take a really thin piece of hair from underneath the bottom of the ponytail. You have to get a long piece to make sure it wraps all the way around. So get one from like the center, and then you just want to literally wrap it around the bobble, like maybe once or twice, like, well, at least twice, maybe 2 or 3 times, depending on how thick your bobble is, and then literally just take a grip and secure it underneath. You want to kind of push the grip into the bobble so that you don't see it like through, like so. And I guess you can't really see that. Let me try and show you what that looks like. Hopefully you can see that. So that is the end of this video. That's my like curly but yeah sleek ponytail, super quick and easy. It literally took 15 minutes, if that. So this is perfect, like I say, for when you can't be bothered to wash your hair but you still want to look put together, or if you're just going for something like a little bit more loud with the outfit and you just want something really sleek, this will work perfectly. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment down below to let me know. If you want to see more hairstyling videos, I can definitely do that. Please also subscribe to my channel while you're here. I would really, really appreciate that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.